Here, the ventral body cavity is opened. That is the part of the abdomen. This is the thorax. The thorax is not opened. You see the liver lying very close to the posterior end of the thorax. And you want to see the diaphragm, you have to shift the gut a bit and then raise the thorax where the liver lobes are. Raise the thorax. Here's the diaphragm appearing. You see that shiny structure there? That's the diaphragm. Yes, that's the diaphragm at the posterior boundary of the thorax with the liver lobes lying that lie softly on the diaphragm. So here's the diaphragm. The thorax is not opened. If we open the thorax, you will see this, the thorax open. You will see a very nice thin sheet of diaphragm, translucent. That's the diaphragm in there. Here is a blood vessel. We'll talk about it. But this thick structure is the central tendon with cords from it. The cords merge, the cords of the central tendon merge with the pericardium of the heart to secure the heart in place in the thoracic cavity. That's the cords of the central tendon. Yes, this is a blood vessel, and that's the central tendon in the cavity. Now, the central tendon is also found attached to the diaphragm on the lower surface of the diaphragm. So, see, that's the central tendon. That's the diaphragm. That's the diaphragm. So, you see, you have the central tendon, you have the diaphragm, and you have cords from the central tendon on the lower surface of the diaphragm that is attached, one to the gallbladder and another cord to the liver to hold the liver and gallbladder in place in the abdomen. So the central tendon of the diaphragm does that too. Here too, we have the central tendon. We have this blood vessel is the vena cava. We'll talk about the vena cava and the diaphragm in detail in our next lesson. Here are 8 major functions of the diaphragm. One is that it separates the thorax from the abdomen, you saw it, and contributes to make the thorax airtight. 2, it assists breathing as it flattens to increase the thoracic cavity, so air moves into the lungs. Then it becomes dome-shaped and then decreases the thoracic cavity for air to move out of the lungs. Then 3, it has the central tendon. Central tendon is non-muscular but tough, and that maintains the shape of the muscle area of the diaphragm. As it flattens and becomes dome-shaped, the diaphragm doesn't collapse because the central tendon is tough. Then 4, cords from the central tendon secures the position of the heart as cords from the central tendon merge with the pericardium of the heart and so secures the position of the heart in the thoracic cavity. Then cords from the central tendon also hold onto the gallbladder in the abdomen to keep the gallbladder in place in the abdomen. And then cords from the central tendon also hold onto the liver to secure the liver in place in the abdomen. Well, these 2 other functions, 7 and 8, we'll look at them in detail in the next dissection. But the function is holes or hiatuses in the diaphragm. They are holes through which esophagus, inferior vena cava, right phrenic nerve, and the vagus nerve go through and through the diaphragm, even though the diaphragm is made airtight. So we'll look at the structure of a hiatus in our next lesson. And then blood flow through the vena cava is not affected by the breathing movements because the vena cava hiatus is very close to the tough central tendon, and the central tendon keeps the hiatus in size so that breathing does not affect blood flow in the inferior vena cava. Well, here is where we end for today. Goodbye.